Hello everyone and welcome to today's ClickUp session on task management. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Ikranaz and I will host today's session. The purpose of this session is to help you to understand how ClickUp works and how you can use it effectively to manage your task and collaborate with your team. Today's session will be conducted by Mohammad Mustafa Sheikh, CEO of TechLife Fusion. Before we proceed, I kindly request everyone to keep their mics muted during the session so that we can avoid any background noise and distractions. If you have any question during the session, please type in the chat box. We will try to answer. Without further delay, I would like to hand over the session to Mohammed Mustafa. Mustafa, please continue.
Thank you, Ikra. Uh, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, today, the topic of our pickup. So, for starting, we have to learn how a company or industry workflow works. So, I'm sharing my screen and showing you a presentation, and then we will move to the uh, hands-on practice on ClickUp. So we will learn how to manage the task in a team in a workspace environment. So I'm sharing my screen. My screen is visible. So let's start. So industry workflow and ClickUp. So this is the topic of the topic of this. So for starting, today we are going to understand how the real how tasks are managed and how companies deliver projects in a structured. So before we talk about tools, we need to understand one more important thing, which is uh, software development is not just coding. So you have to know about that for working in a collaborative in an industry uh, kind of industry environment. So coding is only one part of that process. So in real companies, work includes planning, communication, task tracking, testing, and the delivery of that software. So without workflow, even simple projects become confusing and unmanageable. So you have to learn that. So after that, real company workflow. So every software company works in a structured flow. The client gives requirements, the manager assign and organize works, and the developers build the features, the tasks which are assigned by the manager or their tech lead, and then QA, which is quality assurance engineer. He or she will test it for the issues. If any issue comes or bugs comes, they will report it to uh, the developers or the managers. Then those specific tasks are fixed by the developers, and then again the QA will test them and like execute them for the production or the deployment, like the delivery for the specific features. And finally, user receives the product, and this structure ensures everything is controlled and nothing is missed. So this is the real company workflow. After that, uh, what is the ClickUp structure? Like how ClickUp is structurized for a company for if they are working on ClickUp, they are managing their team on ClickUp. So how the complete structure looks. So beginning, uh, the workspace. So let's suppose if you are like going in a physical workspace in a on an on-site like a, a company, and this is their like on-site workspace. But on ClickUp, there is a digital workspace where you will like be a member digitally there, and the task, the project manager, the projects, and all of your progress will be done on ClickUp workspace. So now let's understand. Uh, ClickUp is used to organize all your company work in one place. It has labels. So first of all, workspace, I have explained that. Second one is space. So spaces are specifically departments. If we like make it simple, uh, the spaces are the departments like web development, or the artificial intelligence department, or the domain, or whatever you name it. So these are basically the departments. So after the spaces, inside them, there are the lists, and the lists are basically a collection of tasks. So whenever uh, complete project uh, gives you complete requirement, like a project manager gives you requirement, they give you in the form of list or in the form of task. So you as a like developer or as a team member, you have to follow this list, which includes multiple tasks, which are assigned throughout the team. So after that, uh, and subtasks also. So the subtasks are included inside the parent task. So we will like see them in the hands-on practice on ClickUp. After that, understanding your assigned task. So whenever like you are assigned with a specific task by your project manager, you like so can can you move the mouse? So, when a task is assigned to you, your first step is not to start coding. First, open the task, understand everything inside it, read the description carefully, check the due date, look all attachments which are attached with the specific task, review subtasks if they are included in that particular task, and check comments for updates or instructions. If you have any specific query regarding the task, you can post a comment in the inside the task. And this is how professional like avoids mistakes and confusion. So you have to keep in mind that whenever you are like in a company, don't start any task until you are like not aware about the complete requirement and the complete output of that specific task, and what things are dependent, what things are like necessary to like implement before like starting that particular task. So let's move next. So the task status workflow. So uh, let's understand how tasks move in a workflow. A, ta- a task starts in to do. So first of all, you have to keep in mind that uh, whenever the tasks are like created, they're starting their initial like point is to do. So all of these tasks will list inside the to do section. So after that, then it moves to the in progress when works start. When you start working on that task, then you will move that specific task to the in progress section. After that, it goes to code review. When you complete your ongoing task, you will like update the status of the task to code review, where your project manager or your team lead, your tech lead, will review the code, suggest you like things to like make the code better, or if any specific functions or the like whatever your task is like included with. is not completed, then we will like post a comment, or if the task is for suppose on the GitHub. So uh, we will like tell you in the future sessions about GitHub. You need to understand that uh, GitHub is a like platform where your code is like on cloud and in the form of repositories, and you have to submit the updates you are making in the specific code or in the specific file. So that particular code or specific changes you are like doing in the project, you have to submit the updates or the features or the fixes in the form of a pull request. So these pull requests are like reviewed by the your like tech leads, and they like put the review on GitHub, and also mention you on the ClickUp that if if anything is not good in your code, or you have to make changes in the code, they will like put all of these things in the code review section. So once the code review is done, then the tech lead move that specific task to the QA section, where the quality assurance engineer review like test the complete uh, the instructions, the requirement, and like acceptable criteria, where like the acceptance criteria is very mandatory for the QA, because whenever a like complete feature is like done, the QA tests the whole process, and the whole process like includes an acceptance criteria which is mandatory for the developer and the tech lead to fulfill that particular requirement for the QA. So QA will test it with confidence that this specific task doesn't have any like blocker or bug. So if any bug comes during that process, then it's a responsibility for the developer to fix that. And if any uh, new bug arrives, then it's a responsibility for the code reviewer who missed that specific bug or that specific requirement while giving it to the developer. So they will like make the update in the specific task. You add like that specific changes in the code. So I think I'm making it in a like more lengthy. So let's conclude it. So after the QA section, once everything is tested and like approved, then QA like move that part to the complete section, where the final like if the code is in the form of the API, or in the form of a front end web development feature, like a page, like a home page, like a about page of any website. So once all of these like things are completed in that task, then QA forward that task into the complete section. And for suppose if any blocker comes inside the like task, like whenever developer comes and uh, work on the specific task, and uh, find any like bug or any dependency on another developer, which is like kind of a blocker, and stopping the developer to continue their code and continue their specific task. So they will add that task into the blocker section. So the the other developer who is responsible for that blocker will complete like quickly resolve that blocker and uh, like update the status to the in progress or the code review section, uh, to like keep updated to the whole team that that specific blocker is now like fixed. So after that, communication and view. So whenever like we talk about communication, so it is very important in teams. Include instead of using external chat, we use task comments inside ClickUp. So you can understand that when we are using multiple like WhatsApp, like emails, and all of the other communication like providers. So this make all things messed up. So you are not connected with the relevant uh, channel. So how ClickUp help us like to, to keep updated us with the respected with the relevant task. So each task has task comments where you can write your like thoughts, and if any task is completed, you want to keep updated to your project lead, so you can post the comment on that specific task and write down that I have completed that task and tested everything, and now this task is ready for the production and for the QA testing and for also the code review. So ClickUp also have like channels like Slack or like um, the Microsoft Teams. So ClickUp channels are also kind of group chat. So where front end team, or suppose the back end team, the web development team, the AI team are like kind of channels, and where they can like discuss or like chat and with the relevant project channels. So then views. So on ClickUp, there are multiple kinds like views. Um the list view, where you can see your task in a list format. A board view, which is very famous. We also like call it Kanban board. So where you can like easily move your task by dragging and dropping to the multiple sections, like I have told you, to do, in progress, QA, code review, and complete sections. And calendar view, where you can see your task in a calendar view, that on what specific date the task needs to be done or when to start, etc. And lastly, the table view, where you can see your task in a tabular format. After that, uh, but I think it's uh, more important like part, which is documentation. Whenever you are like starting uh, any project, you have to learn how to read the documentation and how to understand uh, any task using the documentation, or whenever you are completing your task, how to explain that specific task in a readable and easy to understand documentation for any developer, for your tech lead, for your other collaborators, and for you as well. So it will like help you to work on that specific task whenever you are working on it again, or adding any feature in that task. You can easily like read the documentation rather than the code, so you can understand that I have done uh, that specific code in that task. So I have to read that like documentation, and I will easily understand, and it reminds me what features I have done in that task. So the responsibilities is simply read task, like carefully, keep status updated, but like whenever you are working on that task, you have to like change the status to in progress. So the team is aware, like team will be aware that you are working on the task, and after that, communicate professionally and always respect deadlines. Do not miss the deadlines. This is the main part of that like project management. If you follow these habits from the beginning, you will be ready, like already working like a professional human. So conclusion is that today's e-learning is software is all about workflow, not just coding, and every team like follows a structured process. Tasks move through clear stages. Pickup keeps everything organized. Communication happens inside tasks, and documentation is important for clarity. So this is the short presentation and now I am going to show you how we manage the complete project and the team using ClickUp. So I'm sharing my screen. Let's take a 2 minute break. Okay, so let's continue. So this is how the interface of ClickUp looks. Uh, I have switched to the board view right now, so you can see the example of these tasks. Like these are not the real tasks, so we will create a list of multiple tasks there and assign it to different team members or the developers. And from here, you can see how you will manage your tasks and see other tasks of other team members as well. So as a project manager, it's my like responsibility to create tasks. So um, let me confirm first. Ikra, is my voice is audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So whenever a project manager gets requirement from the client, or like if they are working on their company product, so uh, they will get the complete documentation, the complete requirements, which are non-technical basically. So when they receive the requirements, uh, they will break them into different uh, the story or kind of modules. Like for suppose if if we have a e-commerce platform, we like a requirement can like included with the e-commerce like platform. So the requirement is to develop a platform where user can like see the products, click on the products, view the product details, and the pricing and all the stuff, the images, and purchase that specific product, and like like get the status, get the email, and lastly the purchase and the cash on delivery or the subscription modules, etc. So this is the like part of the modules break down into um, the the part of that project. So um, whenever each module is like finalized, like user module or the customer module, so it breaks down into tasks. So these tasks are like listed here. So for suppose we will like take the example as a, like for the project of e-commerce. So let's rename it. Here you can see there can be multiple projects listed here in the team space. So this is basically the team space, as I told you earlier in the presentation, that in ClickUp you have your workspace, which is like kind of tech like fusion workspace, and into that workspace there is a team space, which is kind of department. So we can also name it like a department like web development. So inside that department, web development, we have a project e-commerce website. So inside that e-commerce website, we have bunch of tasks and also like the team members which are like included in this project. So we have to add them. So this is kind of for the management part. So let's move to the like how you will like understand how you can manage your task and see your task in the clip. So for suppose this is the first task. So let me edit that. I am the like a project lead or project manager. So I am writing the requirement here. So create you uh, uh,
Mustafa, you are not audible.
yeah, yeah. I'm talking slowly. That's okay. Is my voice is audible right now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the task title, and I hit enter. Now click on the task. Now you can see the task title is going here, and initially the status of task is to do. For suppose I'm selecting the start and due date of that task. So for from today is the start date, and the due date will be for suppose today. Okay, and assignees, like if you see your task, you you can see that who is the assignee of that task, so you can see from here. And first of all, I'm assigning that task to Ibadullah, and the time estimate, the other things. These are like the advanced things, so I'm not like explaining it here right now. So for now, you can like understand that this is the duration of the task and uh, the description. So like I'm writing the description. Create, of e-commerce and learning tools. Okay? And first make sure uh, add. Okay. So this is kind of a simple description for that task, and you can like add fields. You can add subtasks from here. Like if that task like required in subtasks which are related to that parent task, then you will include them in subtask. And the attachments if needed, so you can upload them there. And if you have any comments or like comments for the assignee, so you can write them there. So this task is now created, and now I'm closing it. Okay. So for suppose this task is now like received to the Ibadullah, received by Ibadullah, and now he is like uh, like watching that task in its to do section. So he simply clicks on that, and he can see that the task duration is written here and so on. And for suppose if he requires any like more information, more requirement, more description regarding the task, he will simply ask that I need more clarification. And so he can simply post that comment here. So the for suppose this is my account currently, so that's why it's showing my name. But for suppose it's Ibadullah, then his name will appear here. So that comment will like send a notification to the project manager, or you can also tag them here by adding the at the rate sign, so you can tag them easily. So this is the simplest form of like keeping updated all the teams that what things are like blocking you or what things you are going to start. So for suppose that task is started, like Ibad works on that, like started working on that task. So he simply moved that task to the in progress section. So now you can see how much like time it will take for Ibadullah for making that task in the in progress section. So this is very easy and very simple form of view when you are like managing your task. So this is the simplest form, in my opinion. You can easily see your task or filter your task easily by like managing your task in that board view. So as I told earlier, we also like say this board like Kanban view board. So you can also search on when you are like working on ClickUp or any other project management tool, for suppose Jira and for suppose Asana and other like project management tools. So ClickUp is like right now, ClickUp is very trending in the market and growing tool for the project management for the like new companies or for the fast uh, working companies. So it also provides us free uh, like features which are not included in other project management tools. So they have their free plan also. Also, they are filled with like interesting AI features. So we will know them in the feature sections also. Uh, so now Ibadullah like move that task in the in progress section, and now I am creating another task for another person like develop a website and which and assigned to star here, due date, first, next year, but tomorrow, and adding the description, please develop the site following the Sigma design that are complete. Okay. So now this task is created for Tahir. So now when Ibad complete the Figma design, then Tahir will start working on that task to develop the web page of that e-commerce website. So uh, here Ibad is not a blocker currently. It's like chain kind of feature. Like when Ibad completes, then Tahir will continue. Or suppose Ibad missed some screens or missed some sections in the Figma design, and Tahir is like working on that development of landing page and found that any specific section is not included in the Figma design, then Tahir can raise that uh, task as a blocker that uh, I am not like getting the specific module or a specific section of the Figma design when I am like working on the website development task. So here for now, Ibad is complete. Like Ibad has completed the Figma design. We can simply put that task into the. For suppose it's not a code; it's only for like reviewing. So we can also add a different column here for like checking the UI UX design by the expert or the senior or the project lead. So we can also add the section, but right now we have code review, we have the QA or the blocker for suppose, and for suppose I'm putting it in the complete section. So if I completed that task, now Tahir can see from here like if I posted and comment, or suppose if I is posting here that by tagging Tahir, I have completed the Sigma design. Please see the Sigma link and let me know if can help. Okay. So now Tahir will receive the notification. So this is the main and like mandatory thing to do whenever you are completing or like have an issue in the task or completing your task. You have to keep updated to the team to or the dependent person, which is like Tahir, which because he is waiting for the Figma design. So Ibad needs to uh, like keep updated Tahir that the task of Figma design is now completed. You can now work on the development uh, part. So now Tahir will get notification. He will see the description or the comments inside the task and get the link of Figma design. Now Tahir will start the work. Tahir simply move the task to the in progress section. So you can also move that to do to in progress from here. You can click on that and you can see the all other statuses here. So I have selected in progress right now. So now the task is in progress. So now when Tahir start working on that, Uh, Tahir, maybe need any other requirements from the project manager. He can set up meetings. He can also ask from the team lead to set up a meeting to please to set up meeting to like with Figma designer who will explain each design, each module, each workflow of the specific landing page or any uh, web application. So once Tahir completes uh, the task, we will put that task in the code review section. And also, like this is not about like putting the task in the sections, but also fill these tasks with your updates. Like whenever you are working on the task, you have to put all your resources, all if you are using any specific, for suppose a theme. So you have to put your updates in the comment section. Also, you can add them in the maybe in the subtask, or also add a separate section inside the description, like the documentation or the things you have done during the task. So like during the development of that task. So for suppose Tahir keeps updated the description of the task, uh, like things done during development. For suppose I have implemented material design, have uh, website, have followed this time. Okay. So I can also post these updates in the comment section as well. So everything should be included in the task that what things Tahir have done. Not only the status matter, the things matter when you keep things updated in the specific task. So then it will make things clear for you, not for you also, but also for the team lead or the other collaborators or other team members to like see what you have done in the task. So once the code review is done, uh, the tech lead uh, reviews your code and doesn't find any issue, then they will move that task to the QA section. So inside the QA section, the QA tester will test it, and if they found any issue or any bug, they will report it by adding the comment, and also move that the responsibility of the QA engineer here is to report the bug throughout the channel, through the comments, and through contacting or in the meeting with the tech lead or with the developer. So then the QA will move the task to the code review section, and also he can directly put that into the in progress. And if uh, other tasks are in progress, then QA will move the task to the to do section. So it will like it will be like a restart of that task, or uh, updating of the task that this task is now needs some updates, needs some fixes to do. So whenever Tahir will free, then he will move the task into the in progress section and the same steps again, and move the task into the complete section when all things are approved and working smoothly. So this is the whole kind of scenario and like working behavior of the task and the team, like how they will work in a collaborative environment. And also you can see the task in the list view here from here. So this is simple list view where you can see the task based on different filters. So for suppose I want to see the to do section here right now. Let me add the filter here. So that's tiny. Okay. For suppose this is the board view. I think all the tasks are here completed, so that's why it's not showing up. For suppose this is the calendar where you can see the tasks for right now. No any task is like is assigned to anyone or the due date is also not written. So for suppose I'm setting the due date for today for sure. Okay. So in calendar view, you can see your task is on that date, the task title, and if you click on that task, the task will open up. And the table view also, and there are multiple views uh, right now. And yeah, so this is the to do section. So this is the simple view. That's why you are like seeing only the to do task table here. In the board view section, you can see the multiple tasks, like the completed tasks and so on. So this is the board Kanban, which is very famous for the development and other works also. And there are other views also, but most of the like use view is board. So I hope that you understand that how ClickUp works and uh, how you can understand the documentation and start working on the task and manage your task uh, within the environment, professional environment. And for suppose if the tasks are overdue, y your progress will also be seen by the project lead, and they can see how many tasks you have done and how many tasks you are doing right now, which are in progress. So your whole progress can be watched, can be evaluated by your team lead, or you can also see your like graphs by simply let me show you. So as you can see, uh, this is the space one, which is our like project, like department web development. Inside that, we have project e-commerce website where one to do task is in the list, and then we have another project which is a sample project. So let's leave it, and after that Okay, yeah. So team docs. So if you are like a developer, you need to like have some documentation. You need to like require some documentation from the like tech lead. So they will like create the documentation here, and you can see that like all of these documentation and also the tasks which are linked with that specific documentation. So for suppose if I'm linking a task, for suppose a design a website landing page, and also I can add a, like another task, or suppose create this. So if a developer or the UI UX designer needs any information, needs any clarification, they can simply see the documents page where the specific tasks are linked, and their description, their all other stuff, their like resources, the images, the colors, and the text needs to be included in the like website, are like each of the like module requirements are written in the task, and can be easily understood by the assignee. So I hope this ClickUp session help you a lot in your like project management, in your like own project, uh, like your client projects, and it will help you in like making your projects documented and aligned, and also manageable and easily like trackable, like what features you have done, what things you are going to do, what things are like dependent on other developers. So by like simply uh, sending a message to the developer on WhatsApp or doing multiple calls, you can simply post the comments by keeping updated the other team members, and also with the relevant tasks. So that's why this like great tool ClickUp is invented, and I hope you enjoyed the session, and I like over to you, Ikra. So you can ask the question answer section, and if you like have any questions, you can ask in the meeting chat.
Thank you, Mustafa, for this information and your precious time. Oh, if anyone has a question, you may ask now. Yes, Ahmad, you may ask.
Okay, so I'm asking if how many sessions will we have per week?
Okay. So your question is like how many sessions in this week or the upcoming weeks?
Yep.
Okay. So we have a lot of week like sessions, and there are like so you are in the internship program, so we will keep you updated through the teams, and also there will be multiple sessions through this time period. And currently, this is the first session of ClickUp, and then we will have another session on GitHub, but not on this week. Maybe next week. During that time, you will like get assigned the task and on the ClickUp. So we will keep you updated.
Okay, thank you a lot, Mr. Muhammad.
Okay, any other question? Yes, Yusra asks that you need the whole like schedule of this internship. So we will let you know in the complete ClickUp session also, uh, part of that internship. And after that, you will like get updated by the ClickUp. So where you're all from the day one to day end, your all tasks will be listed there. And during this internship, all of these sessions will also listed in the ClickUp. And yes, due to some reasons, we like missed the specific time duration to uh, keep you updated before like a few hours, or like uh, maybe a few uh, maybe 1 week ago, or maybe 1 day ago. So we will uh, make sure that this will not happen in the next session or in the next meeting. So and thank you for like uh, putting that thing in the meeting. Any other question regarding this session? If you need any help or any question, any confusion during this session, you can ask. Any question regarding ClickUp, any question regarding assigning the task to any developer. So we have 1 minute remaining in the session, and I hope that you understand how ClickUp works and how we work in a professional like workspace and environment also. And the session is recorded and will be shared with you as well. And the presentation is also like shared. I think we will share it in a few minutes, so you can like review it. And I hope everyone enjoyed that session. Thank you, everyone. If you have any other questions, you can ask in the like general discussion chat, and we will keep you updated there. Thank you.